Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here, and especially to moderate voice for retail, because it's quite funny, because I think voice was the base of retail. Chatting, negotiating on marketplace is the base of retail, but oops. Well, the best way to talk about voice assistant by retailer is to introduce my guest. We are lucky today because we have 3 big retailers from France and one was best analyst of retail. Please, would you like to introduce yourself?
I can start. I'm Olivier Barth. I'm in charge of digital transformation for Sephora Europe and Middle East.
Hello, everybody. I'm Elisabeth Marette. I'm consulting director at Artefact, which is a data-driven agency. And we help our clients to define and develop their data-driven strategy and campaigns. And we have developed a great expertise with retailers on a lot of subjects, including voice, with Monoprix and Cdiscount, not to mention others.
Hello everybody, I'm Renaud Joly, head of artificial intelligence for La Redoute. We are selling apparel and home furniture, and I'm in charge of artificial intelligence topic with voice search, visual search, and the chatbot area.
Hello, my name is Pascal Chabret. I'm in charge of innovation at Boulanger. Donc Boulanger, it has nothing to do with the bread, okay? Boulanger, it's just the name of the founder. And we're an old retailer, one of the leading retailer in electronics and home appliances products. We are like the French Best Buy or the French Dixon. And we're based only in France with 140 stores in France.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. Let's talk about voice assistant. It's a big buzz for 2 years right now. I don't know if before starting the session, I would like to know how many retailers are in the room. Okay, let's switch the session. No, I'm joking. We talk about voice assistant mainly for smart home, for monitoring, automotive, but we don't talk enough about retail. It's what I think it's very interesting to have some retail, to guests from retail to talk about, is it possible to make some money via voice assistant? But we talk about voice assistant. What are you afraid about these new tendencies, or is it an opportunity for you as an early adopter? Who might want to would you like to start?
In fact, for us, voice is clearly it's a kind of a revolution in retail. We think in our vision, in our long-term vision, that voice will impact deeply the way we do business, and it will impact deeply customer needs, even if a lot of customers are not aware of these impacts right now. We just started to sell the Google products, and we've been selling them for 3 months in our stores.
You mean the Google Home?
Yeah, and our first results are quite impressive. So we just see that it's a major shift, and what we do is to anticipate maximum the way of proposing new selection of products, new services in relation with this revolution in voice. Yes, so it's a major impact, clearly. Yeah. And I'm not talking about the transactional part.
No,
just
next step.
Just selling the device and explaining what it is exactly.
I heard one figures about 3 smart speakers sold for 1 simple speaker. I don't know if you can confirm that's in the case in your shop, but today the vocal will change the way customers are discovering product, the way they are choosing or selecting product by asking questions about advantage or drawbacks of product, or by asking questions about rating or customer comments. And it will change everything, I think, in the way customer will buy product in retail, and particularly when products are more complex or more or need more information to be bought, to be convinced to buy the product.
Okay,
it's important for us to be early adopters, to learn and to test with our teams and to engage our customers, to begin to engage our loyal customers who are buying Google Home or Alexa.
If I were understood, it's an opportunity for you.
Oh yeah, sure.
For La Redoute.
Sure. It's one more channel, and it will be one very rich channel, and I think it will be vocal first in several years.
How many products have you got in your catalog?
We have 4,100 products. We are a marketplace, and it's funny because our products are apparel and home furniture that are more products that are sold by image and picture, more than description or technical characteristics.
Okay, thank you. As you want.
I'm going to have an agency standpoint on that topic, but indeed the voice market is booming, and there are a lot of limits today to the voice commerce, as we can say. We cannot pay, and there are a lot of things that cannot be done at the moment. But it will still going to improve, and in a few years, in a short term, it will be like a main channel for retail. And from a standpoint, an agency standpoint, there are three main advantages that we can see for clients to be on the let's say voice market, which is first, it's a new channel, so it's always interesting to be present on new touch points with clients. Second one, it's a way to better know the consumers, to develop more proximity with them, and to learn how they speak, how they feel, and enrich the client knowledge. And the third point is that it's a way to develop innovative services around the products, as we cannot pay for the moment, we cannot finish the purchase. It's a unique occasion to have new services around the brand and to propose other things.
Just one question for Pascal. How many Google Home did you sell? Sorry?
I will. No, it's this type of information. It's confidential. We do not communicate about volumes, but you can imagine it. You can imagine that it's big.
Because for now there is only Google Home and no Alexa, not yet.
Only Google Home, yeah. Only Google Home.
Okay, it just was a question about volume.
Nice try, but
okay, thank you.
But Google say they have sold like 10 million devices during the last 3 months.
Yeah, in US, it's 7 million.
Yeah, for a retailer in beauty sector like Sephora, this is an opportunity in two areas. One for the customers, of course, and as you just said, guys, it's not possible to buy products, so that we developed other type of experiences that we could have with our customers, about experiences like crazy quiz around beauty to tell the consumer how kind of beauty addict they are. Also some product information and some services information. It's also for us a way to create new interactions between the brand and the consumer in a daily or weekly basis, such as to help the consumer to find the store, to book some services in stores, and to have more product information in order when they prepare their purchase. The second area for us of work is around the store itself. We believe that the voice will be an help for the staff in the stores that we call the beauty advisor in Sephora, to help them to answer some of customer questions. Is this product available in the store, or is this brand is available in the store, or can I have an order in my e-store and I can see in the store where is my order, if it's at the delivery center or is it ongoing to my house. So such information that are really accurate information that the customer are explaining in an omni-channel perspective. We believe that voice assistant will also help our staff in the stores.
Okay, thank you. For now, in France, there is only Google Home. Okay, how do you embrace this platform? How do you deal with Google to put your product? What is the process? And how do you develop the product with them, or it's your own idea? Or?
It will be, for Sephora, it will be a mix of our digital innovation agency,
okay,
which is Viseo Innovation, who help us a lot in embracing and understanding the technology. So there is a deep learning phase with both Google team and the Viseo team. And then we wanted to start it with humility, with limited number of use cases to measure what will be the behaviors of the consumers. As we don't really think that for now Google Home are bought by early adopters. They are not the kind of people that we get in the Sephora stores for most of them. So we wanted to measure what was the audience of these people buying Google Home and using Sephora chatbot, and for what purpose and in which customer journey they will use that. So in here we are really learning deeply on consumer behavior and the way that technology allows us to measure these behaviors.
When did you launch your application on Google Home?
We learned that for now the audience is really narrow, of course.
Yeah.
Then we learned that the main use case that works are around quiz and if I can say, learning content about the brands and the product.
Look after, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
La Redoute, for the moment, we don't have shops. So the first use cases we use for chatbot are about frequently asked questions on the website.
Okay.
What is your delivery cost? How many times to be refunded? We're selling apparel, so people frequently refund the product for question of size or colors, and we have to refund them. We have 200 questions that can be answered by the bot, and we are online since 2 weeks. It's very short, but what we can say for the moment is that we are good result on understanding the customer intent. We use Dialogflow, and behind Dialogflow we use Google Cloud Platform to set up the data for the bot, and we use Chatbase as analytics tool.
Okay. For now, there's no payment process.
No, not for the moment.
Not for the moment.
For us to sell products, we need pictures. So we have to work on multimodal to sell our products.
Okay.
At Boulanger, we have the chance of selling the devices and at the same time understanding much more the customer in front of the products, asking for questions how it works, what's the use, is it useful, what's the technology behind it. So we work closely with the supplier of the products, and at the same time, in our strategy, we develop our private labels. That means that we are able to have a direct contact with Google, for instance, on the technical parts. Okay, and so understand how it works and how to build our own products. I mean, on the hardware part. And secondly, what we did, we worked closly with Smartly. In order to be able to propose very early the Boulanger application, the voice application, in order to give inputs to our sales force in the stores, to be able at the same time to propose the new Google product, for instance, and give examples of use cases. So it was it was a race for at the same time proposing the product and at the same time proposing an app that works. So what we've done, we worked on 2 use cases for the first beginning. It was calling our customer service, and the second use case is to get information regarding the store location, schedules, and so on. Okay. And that's the part we worked closely with Smartly, and I think with Sephora we were the first retailers to be able to propose on the market our app. Our customers in general, they are not early adopters, but they are very curious, and when they come to stores, they will ask a lot of questions. So we have an immediate feedback about their questions, and most of the time it's not regarding technologies, features, and so on. Main question is it a gadget? Is it useful for me? Or, okay, it's in the kitchen, but what for? So for the moment, they don't see the potential. The kids, they see it. But it will come very... and we were surprised that our customers accepted the advantages of the product very quickly. And the second part is more on data privacy. Okay, either on/off button. My conversation will be recorded or not, and this will come. This will be the main question. So, for us at Boulanger, for the moment, the most important part is training our sales force, and to be able to be as close as we can with our customers, to give them basic feedback and reassurance, okay, and not selling our products.
Have you made some study with your customer about feedback about this new voice assistant using?
For the moment, we are using training and intent analysis in the tool to understand what people want to do with our chatbot. We've made a lot of training sessions during development on the bot with internal people from
La Redoute.
From La Redoute, yes, and a lot of people who are not working on the website and not on the IT department, and who has La Redoute customers also. And so it gives us a lot of information about the way we talk and the way people are asking about the parcel, delivery, delay, and so on. A lot of questions. For me, it's even not testing. It's like development. You have to perform it every day and then adjust, turn the function, and then get back to test every day.
Okay. Sephora.
Yeah, it was the same that you guys. We did a lot of prototyping with the internal team. We had like dozens of workshops to make people speak with the voice assistant to understand what kind of question could we get, what was the meanings of that question, and what was the more relevant answer that we could have in the bot. So I think we are all learning and trying to work as we can with the system.
But for Sephora, it will be quite difficult to sell some makeup by voice assistant. You need a smart display.
Yeah.
Because you're very well involved in on iPhone 10 with a fantastic application. You have to test it with face recognition. You can try makeup related to your skin, etc. Perhaps the next step for you is to get the image recognition, screen, and voice for sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's some stuff that we are working on right now, and we will deliver this year. For us, the key point here is not on transactional stuff, but delivering an experience and easy access to our information, product information, store information, opening hours, booking a service. Yeah, having a customer journey the more frictionless as possible, and delivering, inspiration through beauty podcast with key influencers that we have in our networks of influencers.
Elisabeth, have you some study on customer satisfaction?
We proceed the same way you do with your application. With an iterative way of functioning, and it's never done. We learn things all the time, and with our clients, we test, they test, we test, and we keep on doing it all the time, because the more people use it, the more insights we get, and it's constantly improving, and yeah.
My last question is, as we know, the main platform are led by Google, Amazon, via Alexa, and they have dealt many partnerships with automotive sectors, smart home, retailer, Google. I signed up a partnership with Walmart. Do you think it's the best way to get in contact with your customer via Google or Amazon? About what do they do about the data? I think tomorrow Alexa, Google Home will improve their own system by embedded voice recognition, biometric face recognition. They want to develop a digital ID, or you can work all around their ecosystem. And if I ask for makeup or for clothes, do you think Amazon will put me immediately to La Redoute, or that's the point? For a brand, have you think to develop your own voice assistant or something like that? I don't know.
It's too early for us.
Is it a deal with the evil?
It's too early to launch ready to develop natural language processing and this sort of technologies. And if I make a video game, I go to Nintendo, Sony, or Microsoft Xbox. So for the moment, assistant smart speaker that were sold by Google, Amazon, perhaps Apple, and perhaps Samsung. But I need to see some figures to decide what we can do in the future. Yeah.
But Alexa launched, Amazon launched 4 months ago, Amazon Show. It's a camera linked to Alexa. This camera check every day your clothes. And after 1 month, you gather a great database about your clothes, and related to the weather, related to the meeting you will get with your boss, he will suggest you some new clothes and say, okay, it's freezing today, you will meet your boss, you should buy orange pullover. But I can deliver you in 1 hour if you want. Okay or not?
Yes, I understand this. We watch this, and for the moment, I think Ecolook is not the bestseller of the of the range because perhaps the use case does not exist behind this sort of apparel of device. Sorry, and we are watching this, but it's very. We are at the early days of this market, so. Yeah. We need more information and we need more customer insight to decide this sort of investment.
A major issue is customer satisfaction, and Boulanger has been investing a lot in its stores, on the digital parts. I mean, we'll have the best results in our history this year. That means, okay, there is Amazon, there is Google, but we need to focus on our core mission, and our core mission is to be as close as we can to our customers, and to explain them what they can find in our stores. In terms of training, reinsurance, proximity. We are today much more a service provider than a distributor of products. So the voice, I mean, what I call this voice revolution for us is the major issue is to be able to propose a content linked directly to our customer needs, to have a much faster interaction with them. If it's only proposing products with a cheap price, it won't work. And today there are a lot of distributors. I mean, they propose much cheaper prices than Boulanger. But I mean, we are performing extremely well. I mean, we watch the competition for sure. We watch Amazon and Alibaba, but at the same time, if the customers of Boulanger, I mean, they come more often in our stores, it's because we are able to propose something different. And the main thing is the direct relationship with our customers. 3 years ago, we were the first one to propose a direct shipping to our customers. If you passed an order at 10 p.m., you were able to receive it at 7 a.m. We started a test in Paris. We were the first one. Now it's a wide national coverage. And I mean, when we launched it, Amazon wasn't able to do it. Anyway, we cannot compete with $15 billion investment in R&D and technologies. But what we need to do is to be where our customers are. We are what our customer wants, and these direct relationships with 8,000 salespeople in our stores, plus the investment we did on the digital parts. That's one of the key elements of our success. But that's clearly a major issue. It's a daily concern for all of us. And being one of the first retailers to propose a way of communicating with us directly with the voice, with our app. That's a new way of proposing innovation, and not only the last TV or the last connected fridge.
Okay. Yes.
We believe that it's that retailers should take advantage of all that voice can offer. And the GAFA enables the brands to have like an app, which is a way to express the brand and to have like a personalized space in the Google or Amazon ecosystem. But it would be strange to ignore that they have also shopping platforms that enables to have volumes that and that are touch points to reach consumers that are unavoidable. And there is a lot of questions behind that. So
Alibaba has the same strategy with Tmall Genie. It's an equivalent of Alexa, but in Chinese ecosystem.
The challenge for the brands will be to be present and to emerge on those ecosystem, and this is linked to all the question about like vocal search, how to be the brand that is on the top of the research. Monetization, tomorrow, how will it be possible to set up a strategy where brands can emerge on those ecosystems, and there are implications for the brands too, because the content will have to be reworked to emerge on the shopping platforms. And to be present on those ecosystems.
Okay, thanks a lot for your. Have your last word? No. Okay, thanks for your feedback. Very interesting feedback. Have you any question in the audience?
Thank you very much for that. And I want to congratulate you for trying a new technology out in the retail space. It can be really challenging. And I think it's great that you guys are going and doing that. You talked a lot about user research and prototyping. I wanted to quickly ask, when you were scoping and prioritizing the use cases, what kinds of research or insights or data went into that process? And the second question I had was about the customer journeys. Did you do customer journeys specifically for voice, or did you use the existing customer journeys that you may have had for other parts of your marketing mix?
First question or inspiration is coming from our customer insight or customer relationship. For example, give me a lot of insight about customer questions and most frequent customer questions. And on the other side, the customer's journey is redesigned from scratch. We get back to the needs, and from the needs, we're prototyping conversation. And then we train, and we adjust.
Yeah, these are really good questions. As customer journey, in Sephora, we believe that this is one touch point above different touch points. And this kind of touch point have a role, but also have limits. So what we try to understand and to take into account where we design the use cases is that, is this use case relevant for this specific touch point, voice-oriented, or is it better on our app, on our mobile website, on our store? And this is the kind of question that we are thinking. And in terms of kind of information that we are taking into account in our strategic thinking is repetitivity of the usage. How can we develop an habit for the consumer to go to this specific touch point and for which kind of experiences? And for now, we are thinking about creating great experiences, great content and inspirational information so that our consumers are happy to speak with Sephora through this specific touch point. These are the main points that we are taking into account.
All right. Just one more. Hello. While we're on the subject of users, I just wanted to know what kind of user testing you did and at what time during the entire application building.
Well, we have 3 weeks of 1 hour per day during prototyping with training. And what I do first, and the first step, we have prototype about the question. We imagine people will the word people will. We imagine the word people will use to ask question, and quickly I give far less information to testers, and just say you're in the case as previous people has shown. We are in the case of you want to ask a question about your parcel. No more information. And let's talk to the bot. Let's talk to the box, and we'll train like this.
So your testers, were those real users or people from the company?
It was people from the company during this phase because we need a lot of training, and but I took people that are not working on the website, that are in the financial department or other departments, and a lot of people also from a customer relationship that are asking questions as customers do.
Okay, thank you.
We do the same with our clients, and they take random people in the company that has nothing to do with the project, and they test it, and it's the best way to have like real life conditions, like with no bias.
In Sephora, we used a slightly different approach. We started with a design thinking phase with a lot of people from the company, and we put the device at the center of the table and say, okay, what would you like to do with this? And creativity phase. And then we selected some use cases that was doable in terms of technically, and who are creating value for our customers. And then every Friday afternoon, we were gathering a lot of people from different departments to exchange and to talk to the prototype, so that we can enrich the conversation and then. And we did this for like 5 to 6 weeks, every Friday afternoon.